watching this rivalry, what do you think of now getting the chance to go and play it in Manhattan?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a big time atmosphere. Obviously, they came here and gave us a fight. So I mean, they're a very talented team, and they're more than capable of winning games in the Big 12. Obviously, they're on a big time stretch for them. So we're just going to go down there and hopefully handle business.
Hey, Zeke, after the game last week, Coach was on SVP, and they kind of showed the next 6 games after tomorrow. Nothing in this league is ever easy, but you kind of got a favorable, I guess, schedule coming up. How important is this one?
Definitely very important. Every game in the Big 12 is important. I mean, we've obviously had a roller coaster year here in the conference, but I mean, we feel like we've been more than capable of winning every game that we play. So, but I mean, every team in the Big 12 is talented. Anybody can beat anybody. So it's gonna be a tough stretch no matter what.
And Coach referenced it, but last time you didn't have KJ. I think Coleman Hawkins had 10 assists. What does he bring to you guys, and how important is it to have him back in this matchup in Manhattan?
Yeah, he's a player that's very versatile. Can pass, can score, can shoot, can defend. So, I mean, he's a handful to defend. But you know, our game plan last time was, I mean, to make him do the things that he did, and he capitalized. So, I think we're just going to hopefully try and stick to the same kind of stuff. But you know, I think it'll just come down to energy, like it did on Monday. Just continuing to stack games on the defensive end.
Zeke, looking back to some of those past road games at Iowa State and Baylor, where there've been raucous crowds, what lessons can you guys learn from those games and carry that into Saturday?
I think for us, it's just about, you know, kind of, I'd say, you know, taking the crowd out of it early, coming out with energy, capitalizing on the things that we need to capitalize on. I mean, if we allow the crowd to get into it early, it can definitely have an effect on us. But I mean, we have a talented group of guys who, you know, try to limit distractions, just go out there and play our game.
And for you personally, there's been a bit of a scoring differential, home versus road. A, are you aware of that? And B, what do you think goes into something like that?
I mean, I try not to pay much attention to any statistics, you know, home versus away, but I mean, obviously I've read into it. But I mean, it's not really about my performance individually, it's about the team performance. And I mean, honestly, I feel like we've done a pretty decent job on the road this year. I think we're 500 or barely under. So, I mean, for me personally, I think I'm just going to continue to play my game. Shots just haven't fallen on the road, so I'm gonna, you know, not look for my shot, but take the easy ones, take what the defense gives me.
Zeke, you mentioned playing in the rivalry. Did actually playing in a game in it, as opposed to just growing up watching it, change your perspective on this rivalry at all?
I mean, that's a great question. I mean, watching it on TV, it's kind of like you can sense it a little bit, but playing in it, it's like, you know, coaches and players have this different kind of energy in the week leading up to it. I mean, it means more than any other game on the schedule. So I mean, for me, I did watch it a lot growing up. So just to be able to play in it, I mean, it definitely means more as a player than just someone who watches it on TV.
As a player, Zeke, you have to be confident. But when you came here, did you envision having the type of impact that you've had on this team? I mean, sometimes being the guy at different times of the season?
I wouldn't necessarily say I had the envision. I was just coming here to be a part of a winning program, someone who wants to contribute in any way possible in order to, you know, help my team succeed and win at the highest level. But by no means did I come in here and expect to do the things that I've been doing. But I mean, it's all credit to my coaches and my teammates for, you know, instilling confidence and trust in me. So
How cool has it been? I mean, just to kind of step back and look at it.
yeah, I mean, it's been tremendous. I mean, it feels great just to be able to represent, you know, the city that I'm from and play here at Allen Fieldhouse in front of, you know, 15,000 people. I mean, it's something I've never gotten to experience. So, like I said a long time ago, I'm going to continue to just take advantage of that.
Steve, when you look back at the dominant win over Iowa State, do you feel like there's things that you guys did differently than previous games, and do you feel like that can carry over this last half of the season?
Yeah, our intent, our preparation, our focus, and our energy. I think those are the main things that went into that big time win on Monday. I mean, we knew that was a great team. We knew it was a must-win game for us. So the way that we just went about our business, you know, in the day that we had leading up to the game, and I mean, you kind of felt it in shoot around that morning. So I mean, it's just something that we need to take into every game from now on. And I mean, when you have a team like that that's prepared with a load of talent that we have, and you mesh those together, I mean, it's kind of hard to beat us.
With there being no bye weeks in the Big 12 this year, I guess how helpful is it to have a Monday to Saturday for the first time and just a tiny bit more space?
Yeah, it's I mean, from Monday to Saturday, I mean, it gives you a little more time to rest. But right now, we feel like we can't rest. I mean, we're in a situation where we have to win a handful of games in order to even be in the conversation for the Big 12. So, I mean, we got a day off, but I mean, by no means does that mean we have to be coming here, you know, today and tomorrow and just, you know, relax a little bit. We have to come in and pay attention to detail and prepare like we did for the game on Monday.
Anything else? Thanks, Zeke.
Thanks, Zeke.